Hi everybody, Andrea here for sound, and it's lovely to be with you. I could do sound 20 times a week and it's always fun and just uplifting, and that's really my hope, is that in the next hour it provides that to you too. Just that sense of space and lightness of being and lifting out of the gravity and the heaviness of our bodies. So I'm going to just wait another moment and let some people in if anybody else is joining. And hello, Kathy. There we go. I came across a really nice little paragraph about sound. And this isn't usually something I do, but I wanted to read it for you because I just thought it really encapsulates things pretty well, and why we do this, and how it's so profound, even more than we realize, way more than we realize. So it's just one little paragraph, and it was written by Dr. Mitchell Gaynor from New York, and this is what he says. If we accept that sound is vibration, and we know that vibration touches every part of our being, then we understand that sound is heard not only through our ears, but through every cell in our bodies. Sound heals because it so deeply touches and transforms. It transforms us on an emotional and a spiritual, a mental and a physical, and it redresses imbalances, plays a positive role in the treatment of virtually every medical disorder. So, the key with sound is something called prime resonance. And every cell and every organ in our body has its own resonance when it's in its prime state, when it's in its top, most best feeling, full of energy and vitality state. Every cell resonates at its prime resonance. And sometimes when we're going through grief, fear, pain, our cells dip. And so what we're going to do in the next 50 minutes is we're going to bring our cells back up to their prime resonance. And you know, you have a lot of cells in your body. There's not that many that have dipped, but some have. And we're going to bring them back up. We're going to do that with my intention to facilitate and to offer that to you, and with your collaboration, actually, by your breath and by simply following the sound. So whenever you feel your mind starts to wander here or there, just tell yourself, I'm only here for a few minutes. We only just have these few precious minutes together. So come on back to the sound, and then use the breath to focus. So can you all hear me? Kathy, are you okay? You went like this. Is that, you're okay though? Okay, good. Okay. Miss Chloe plays all kinds of tricks. That's my daughter in spirit. She plays all kinds of tricks with my electronics. So sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. All kinds of stuff happens. But I did ask her, Chloe, lay off tonight. Don't touch the microphone. So you've all heard the word mantra, mantra. Like the simplest mantra of all is the two-letter word Om. Om. It's like the primal sound. You know, there's a prime resonance, that's the primal sound. Om. And then there are bigger mantras like Om Namah Shivaya. But there's also something called a yantra. So it's a mantra, but it's a Y at the beginning, not an M. And a yantra is using the very powerful technique of sacred geometry. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to put up, using our imagination, we're going to put up a four-sided sacred pyramid of light. I know it sounds crazy, but I've used it. I've used it in radiation treatment. I have friends who've used it for MRIs and for chemo and when they can't sleep at night and for many other things. So I'm going to share this yantra with you. And if anybody would like to get the copy of what it is, because it's too long to remember the whole thing, just send me an email and it'll be my pleasure to send it to you, okay? So I invite you now to close your eyes. Everybody is in a comfy space, in a space that you know and you're relaxed. And that's it. That, Franny, you look so comfy, it's incredible. There you go. Just lie back, sit back, and we're going to take a couple of conscious breaths. That's a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in through the nose. And try to really focus on the out breath, out through the mouth. The more you focus on the out, the more you land and you really empty your lungs. And so now we are going to put up our pyramid of light. Going to imagine that we are seated on a beautiful square piece of the most highly polished and refined wood. It's like this wood is lacquered with 12 layers of beautiful lacquer, lovingly prepared and polished, and each of us is seated upon a piece of this very unique and special material. And we see around us that there are these large triangles. There's one that's in front of you, but it's flat. It's on the ground. And there's one in back of you. It too is flat on the ground. Another one on the right, and there's another one on the left. And we realize we just have to ask, and up they will come. And so we imagine looking to the right side, and we ask that first beautiful triangle to come up. And as it does, we notice that it's made of crystal, and there's light coming from it. And this light is so gentle and beautiful, and it's red, that red light of our grounding chakra. And this gently comes up, and then we look to the left, and there's the second side, just wanting to come up, and we ask it to rise, and it comes up. It too is made of crystal. It joins the red side right above our heads, and this one emits a most beautiful purple light, the purple of the crown chakra. And we realize there's something going on here, integrating different elements from the root to the crown. And the third side, it's behind us. We don't see it, but we know that it's there, and we ask it to come up, and it joins the other two, and they fit so perfectly together. And this side, this side is the soft mother light blue, the female principle, the nurturer and the mother and the giver of life. And the fourth side in front needs no invitation. It just can't wait to come up and join the other three. And this one is the male principle, powerful gold light coming from this fourth side. And there we are, seated inside our sacred pyramid of light. And now we're going to use this light. We use it, we move it around the body. Imagine that it begins to mix red and purple and blue and gold, starting at the ankles, and it moves around your legs, all the way up the torso, keeps going around and around. And when it reaches the crown of the head just opens like a vase, and down comes the light. And it moves down the body, following the spinal column, moves down the arms, down the legs, and then out the soles of the feet. And this light goes deep into the ground, grounding us and creating beautiful roots of light. And so here we are, well surrounded, well protected, and very well grounded. And now I invite you to simply follow the sound. We start slowly and gently. And we spoke earlier of the cells of the body, and this piece of music that I'm going to play now speaks right to the cells of our body. Imagine if you could talk, and you can. Talk to your cells. And if you had one word to say, it would be relax. Relax. So for the next 5 minutes, we'll talk to ourselves just through the breath and the vibration, and ask them to just relax. Imagine asking all the cells of your physical body to just open up and let the stress, let the emotional load just melt away. For a few moments, just breathe in peace and breathe out peace. And breathe in peace. And breathe peace out again. spent a moment with the physical cells of the body. Imagine being able to speak to the emotional body. And you know, we're sitting inside this magnificent pyramid of light. And the property of this structure is that everything we think and say and do while we are inside it is magnified. So let's take a moment and magnify the beauty and the brilliance and the radiance of light, and allow ourselves to be filled with this light. Fill ourselves with light. Imagine the pyramid filling. And as you breathe it in, every cell of the body, the physical body, the mental body, and the emotional body is filled with light. It's like I close my eyes and I see our pyramid so filled with light that it just wants to open at its summit and share this beautiful light. Imagine as you sit now in this moment of light and sound, we're being invited to take a journey of light. It's actually a journey of remembering who we are, beings of light. That is who we are. So imagine now ever so slowly The top of the pyramid opens like a lotus flower, and each side just gently releases its embrace of the others and opens, and all the light that has gathered around you simply helps to lift you up and you know for the next few moments you are invited to go and explore and play in the light. Out you go. All this light around us, we raise our vibration. That's the purpose. Raise our vibration to be one with the light. with the light. And imagine that we ever so slowly find ourselves back in this lovely geometry and this pyramid of light. But we are different. Our vibration is different. And so, in this space, we can connect and we can be with our lovely ones in spirit. We can feel them, we can see them, we can hug and be hugged. And I give you a few moments to enjoy being together. like to share with you a prayer that Reverend Sue said some time ago, and I wrote it down. It was so beautiful. And I call this prayer trust. Trust. So this is Trust by Reverend Sue Frederick. O beloved spirits, all of the departed who cherish us, whom we cherish, we call on you with open hearts, with quiet minds, with complete assurance that you are here to help us, to love us, to heal us. And so we rest easy in the night, trusting that you will carry us in our dreams, that you will carry us to sacred places, that you will show us your physical self so that we recognize you, feel you, touch you, smell you, and know that there is no death, and that you carry your agreement, your relationship with us, helping us wake up here. And there is nothing we have to do except trust. And so it is. space filled with light and calm. We breathe in peace and breathe out peace.
May the long time sun shine upon you, oh love.
take a pyramid down. As we put it up at the beginning, and take it down at the end. So we bring down the gold side, and it just comes down so gently to not disturb. And then the blue side behind us slowly comes down to the ground. Then we bring down the purple side on the left, and down comes the red side on the right. And all the vibrations remain, and all the intentions, and all the light. And the remembering that we are beings of light. We are beings of light. The sound moves beyond the physical you, beyond the ego, to the divine within each one of us. Thank you for joining me.